Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Damaris Musa, a nature professional, a Kaizen practitioner, a mentor, and I'm very much passionate about leadership. So, welcome to today's session. I'm going to take you through green communication, the power of empathy. So, but there, have you ever realized so many people communicate just to express themselves, but not to understand other people's perspective? Empathy is the ability to emotionally understand what other people feel, see things from their point of view, and imagine yourself in their place. Basically, it is putting yourself in someone else's position and feeling what they must be feeling. Empathy is understanding another person's emotion and feeling. Understanding your own feelings and emotion, supporting others who are in need, making people feel better about themselves, be able to exercise self-control, and treating other people the way you want to be treated. So what are the signs that show that you tend to be an empathetic person? You care deeply about other people. 2, you are good at listening what other people have to say. People often tell you about their problem. They don't fear you. You are good at picking up on how other people are feeling. You often think about how other people feel. Other people come to you for advice. You try to help others who are suffering. You are good at telling people they aren't being honest. You ask questions to understand feelings. You give a simple sign of affection, such as a hug, and those people feel good about that. So let's check on the steps to empathetic listening. Since you have seen listening is a very key to empathetic person. So first, listen carefully to the speaker's message. Both verbal and non-verbal. Both are key. Displaying an open, caring posture. Consider the speaker's emotional state. Calmly reflect back what you perceive the speaker's feeling and meaning. So after we have gone all through what is empathy, the importance of empathy, and the steps of empathetic listening. Now, what are some of the behavior we should avoid as empathetic people? So 1, judging. You should not judge any person. Criticizing. Stop criticizing people. 3, lecturing. Don't lecture people. Dismissing. Don't dismiss any person's idea or opinion. Try to understand them. Interrupting. Don't interrupt people while they are talking. Try to listen to them and then put your idea or your point forward. So basically, to sum it all, points to remember on empathy. Listen without judgment. Understand the point of view. Be interested in the speaker. Allow people to talk. Show support. Always reflect back. Be sincere. Show self-control. Self-control is very, very important in dialogue. And the last one, have appreciative green dialogue. And the last point now brings us to green communication. Now let's check on the green communication. What is green communication? A green communication is an objective, a respectful, and appreciative style focused on development. What do I mean? All leaders should have to balance the role of listening and speaking. This is important because you have to listen to from both sides. You have to listen what the other people have to say. So green communication is an objective, respectful, and an appreciative communication style focused on development. So we should build in the gaining balance when it comes to communication by using green dialogue. You realize that effective dialogue together with appreciative dialogue, it brings connection. People start connecting, generating of ideas. What do I mean? All leaders should learn to balance the role of listening and speaking. Otherwise, on the other hand, if we speak too much, we are sending the other person to a red dialogue. Have you ever asked yourself why people change all of a sudden in a smooth communication? People change and they start red communication. There's something we call mirroring. So when you realize someone has changed all of a sudden, ask yourself some question. What have I mentioned that has led this person to change all of a sudden? Don't always rush to accuse this person. First, question yourself, what have you done? This is because when you send the other party to red communication, definitely there will be opposition, polarity, and emotion will come in. Definitely emotion will lead to defense. There will be resistance. The connection will disappear. The goal is blood, ineffectiveness. The energy is lost. So red dialogue leads to pitfall of lecturing, ends on the other side, pitfall of silence. Then you start asking the other person, why am I talking to you and you're keeping quiet? It's because you didn't realize you sent this person to red. So we must always ensure we have collective focus. And how do we achieve this? Now let's check on the importance of seeing things from different perspectives, from different angles. 1. Stabilization of relationship and improvement of conflict resolution skills. Reduced stereotyping. Improved leadership, of course. Generation of ideas and guidance or direction. Minimal impulse decision and harsh judgment. So for example, look at these images. There is W and there is M. Who is correct and who is wrong? There is number 9 and there is number 6. So who is right? So let's check on the pitfalls of looking at other perspectives. So like people who are struggling with low self-esteem and self-worth may not know when and where to draw the line in perspective taking. They may get too worried about other people's point of view. This may result in the feeling of self-doubt and insecurity. 2. A person may lose their own perspective. While it is great to see things from a different perspective, and learning to evaluate perspective is as important. A different perspective does not necessarily mean that it is right and yours is wrong. Being flexible about perspective is what is important. So perspective taking is being able to look at things from a different point of view. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Damaris Musa, a nature professional, a Kaizen practitioner, a mentor, and very passionate about leadership, a member of the IHRM Kenya. So thank you so much, Dennis Kielo, for inviting us for this section. 21 days, 21 coaches, 21 days of power habits. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye-bye.